Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Renee. Thanks for clicking on the video. I appreciate y'all being here. And today I thought, well, I would get into some spring palettes. So if you want to see kind of what I picked out for what I would consider spring palettes, then stick around because I'll be right back. Okay, so I see a lot of people do these videos where they share their top 10 fall palettes or top 10 Christmas palettes or top 10 spring, summer, winter palettes. And today I did my look for Shady Friday, and while I was going through my palettes looking for the shades I needed, which were all going to be pretty much spring summer palettes because of the shades that Gracie picked, I was sitting all the palettes aside and I was like, well, maybe I can share these. I don't know if you guys care or if you want to see them, but I thought it would be fun kind of to show what I would consider spring palettes, because maybe what I see as spring might be a little bit different than somebody else. I don't typically do looks depending on the seasons or whatever. I do get inspiration for looks, especially if I do collabs or if I'm doing a Christmas look or something. Of course, I'm going to want to dive into something that's more themed towards that. You know, like if we do a collab for Easter, I'm going to want to pick a more pastel-y themed palette, you know, and I feel like spring is when everything starts to come to life and all the colors start blooming, you know, all the flowers and all the pretty colors, you know what I mean? So let me show you kind of what I picked out and see if you agree with me or not. So the first one, let me put my glasses on. I got my hair cut today and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the bangs, but they do kind of look cute. I mean, I need to fix them up a little bit, but I've been going back and forth, but I have such a big forehead and I've noticed it a lot. And I was like, maybe I can just try it. It's not like they won't grow out if I don't like it, right? But I think they're kind of cute. They're just, they got to be played with a little bit, you know. All right, so the first one I picked out was Natasha Denona, and this is the Jubilee palette, 5 eyeshadow palette. So I kind of looked at this, and for me, like these shades and this shade right here, I just feel like this is kind of like spring leaning, you know, with the like peachy, would that be like a peachy orange, and the yellow and the blue? I mean, this could be also summer as well, but I think it's a really pretty palette, and I definitely would pull this out to use it for a more spring summer look. You know, I feel like you could definitely do that, and then you could like darken it up if you wanted it to be like an evening look, you know what I mean? So this was the first one I picked out. Let me know, do you agree, do you disagree? The next one, which is one of the palettes I actually used to do this look, is the Cara Beauty Aquarius palette. I got this in Bizy Beauty Customs. Speaking of which, she does have a Mercari page. I highly recommend going over there and checking her out. If you have Mercari, go follow her. You can follow her on Instagram as well and kind of see what she'll post on her Instagram, what she's posted on her Mercari, so you can get kind of like a sneak peek of what she has and go check it out, and you get a free gift with every purchase. So check her out, you won't be disappointed, and everything is brand new, you know. So yeah, we got the Aquarius palette. Open it up and show you the shades inside. So for this look right here, I used this shade and this shade, and I think that this is definitely pastel leaning, spring, summer. It's very colorful, and for me this just screams this time of year, springtime. Although right now it's overcast and rainy and it's still cold here, even though it is springtime now. But we need this rain for all the flowers and stuff to grow and bloom, right? So gonna have to tough it out for a little bit, and once we get through the rain, it's gonna be beautiful days ahead. But yeah, what do you guys think of this one? I think it's really beautiful. Stunning. All right, then the next one we have is one that I just got. I actually ordered this one off of Bizy Beauty's Mercari. Last time I was on her Mercari, she had another one of the ice cream palettes. So if you want to go check it out, if this is a palette that you've been interested in, I don't know if it's still available, but last time I went to her Mercari, it was still available. So you could go over there and check it out. But the Glam Light Ice Cream Palette, I feel like this 110% screams springtime, summertime. I mean, just look at, especially down here, you know what I mean? Like this bottom row right here, tell me that's not Easter, spring, and then you got some summer vibes. You could also make this a fall palette or a winter palette as well with the shades, but I really feel like when I look at this, I think springtime, Easter, summer, vibrant colors, you know? So definitely this ice cream palette, I 110% feel like this is something that I would pull out a lot this time of year, just because I think the shades are just beautiful. The next one, I have the Tropic Like It's Hot. I believe I got this one in a Bizy Beauty Customs PR box. And this one is stunning. Speaking of Lorella, Glam Goat, Sue, just got to 450 subscribers on her channel, and she is doing a subscriber appreciation. So I would highly recommend going over there and checking it out. So anyways, this is what she looks like. And like, I mean, I can see a little bit of fall in here, but mainly when I look at this, I think spring, summer, you know what I mean? So this would be something I would use over the next few months. Not that I always do, because like I said, I don't always do looks just because I'm going to do all spring looks because it's springtime. I'm going to do whatever looks I want to do. But when I look at this palette, I definitely see pulls to spring and Easter and like those types of vibrant colors I see here. And when I think of spring and the flowers blooming, this is what I picture, you know what I mean? And you can also incorporate the beautiful sunsets that you would see, you know, with the oranges and the yellows and the greens and the blues. You could make a really beautiful like sunset vibe on your eyes, you know? So I definitely think this for me would scream spring. I mean, I don't know if everybody would agree with me, but that's my take on it, you know? Let me know what you think. And if there's any palettes that I don't show you that you think would be like spring leaning, let me know down in the comments. The next one I picked out is the Friends X Revolution. I got this from Bizy Beauty Customs as well. And I definitely feel like this palette screams spring, summer vibes. I mean, just look at those shades, you guys. They're vibrant and colorful, and there's like pastel leaning, you know? I just think this is would be a fun palette for this time of year if you're wanting to do spring summer looks, you know? So what do you guys think? I can't not see spring in this palette. I just can't. So definitely this one. And I love Makeup Revolution. I always have loved Makeup Revolution. I think they're a great brand. I know a lot of people don't really like them all that much, but I've never really had any issues with them. The next one is the Gourmandes. I think it's Gourmandes. Is that how you say it? From Gourmande Girls. I believe this came in an Eyescream Beauty box. And when I open this one, I definitely feel the pull to springtime as well. Like, I mean, I can definitely see maybe fall, sort of. But for the most part, when I look at this palette, it screams springtime to me. You know, the green, the grass is coming, you know, from all the rain and the coldness, and now it's, you know, starting to get springtime and the grass is coming back, and the roses, my roses are, I can already see my roses starting to come back, and it's like, I get so excited for my yellow roses every year. I cut them down in February, like trim them all down, and I always get nervous that I'm going to kill my roses, but they always come back. So I'm excited for them to bloom, and I will definitely share them with you when they come. But I feel like this is springtime in a palette, you know? Summertime, springtime. What do you guys think? Let me know. Just be nice about it. We can disagree. Not everybody agrees on everything, right? It's just colored powder at the end of the day, like Angie says. there's no need for people to, you know, fight about makeup. The next one I picked out was Ace Beauty Palatopoli. I bought this one. I bought the whole collection. I've got the cards and everything. So there is like a game that goes with it. Kind of like palette bingo with a twist. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I actually did a collab with this palette with Leanna Dalton. And it's on my channel somewhere. That was fun. That was a fun video to do. And when I look at this, I 100% see springtime. Summertime as well, but it just, when I opened it up, I was like, this is definitely spring to me. Spring in a palette. And this, I need to use this more. I say that with a lot of my palettes, but this is a really great palette. I did a couple really beautiful looks with it. And then the next one I have is the Nomad. This is the, which palette is this? Tokyo, Nomad Tokyo palette. And I bought this one and another one that they had on sale on their website, and I just couldn't pass up the sale. And like, hello, tell me you don't see spring in this palette. Come on. Tell me you don't see spring in this palette. You can. It's like Easter eggs all over the place, you know, springtime and vibrant colors. Like this screams springtime to me. And Nomad has an amazing formula. I love this palette, and I think it's perfect for this time of year. I really do. I'll use it any time of year, but I just think that, like, if you're somebody that likes to use makeup based on the seasons, this would definitely be a great palette to have. I don't know if they still have it available on their website, but this might have been one of the ones they discontinued. I'd have to go check. The next one, I picked out the Fade into Hue from ColourPop. ColourPop is a very affordable brand, so if you're wanting to get into makeup and stuff like that, ColourPop is a great brand to check out on the more affordable side. They did just release their Toy Story one. I looked at it and it's just not, I don't know, it's just not screaming to me. I was like, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. And then I saw it and I was like, it's pretty. I'm not saying it's not pretty. It's just not, it's not pulling me, you know, like the new Nomad palette that I am still waiting for so anxiously. I just wish it would come in the mail because I want to play with it so bad. Because like that palette just, you know, pulled me in and said, Renee, buy me. So I did. But this one, I feel like definitely has a spring theme to it. You know what I mean? Like, you could probably do a little bit of fall in there as well. But for the most part, I feel like when I look at this palette, I think of this time of year. Springtime. All the vibrant colors. I think it's a beautiful palette. I really do. And it definitely screams this time of year to me 110%. So we got that one. And I'm not going to rank these because it's just, I wouldn't be good at ranking. And then I have two more palettes. So this is one of the only Jeffree Star palettes that I have. Most of my other ones I've sold on my Mercari because, like, well, I'm just kind of over Jeffree Star, to be completely honest with you. But this is a beautiful palette. And Nomad is more, like, if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a palette, I would rather buy from Nomad, to be completely honest with you. But this is a really beautiful palette, and it performs really well. So, you know, regardless of whether you're a fan of Jeffree or not, he does have good makeup. I don't feel like it's good as Nomad, in my humble opinion. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Nomad has this formula, you know what I mean? Like, Jeffree Star doesn't really get into, as far as I've noticed, like the multi-chromes and the really special shades. It's a good formula, but I think like a lot of the indie brands have like kind of stepped up the game as far as formulas are, you know what I mean? But I definitely feel like this is springtime in a palette. It's a jawbreaker. Did I tell you it was the jawbreaker palette, Jeffree Star? But yeah, I've done a few looks with this, and I think she's beautiful. I really do. And so that's why this is one of the only ones that I've kept. So not only that, but I got so many palettes that, you know, you got to get rid of them sometimes so that you can make room for bigger and better things. And then the next one I picked out, I have this Z palette, And I have all kinds of different brands and shades in here. But I was looking at like down here, and I just feel like that screams spring to me. So I could definitely pull this out if I needed to do any like spring looks or Easter looks or anything like that. But I definitely feel like down here, I mean, there's kind of fall with the deep orange there, but I feel like these pastel shades right here, the yellows and stuff, and then there's like a lighter blue right here. I feel, and like even this shade right here, like it's purpley pink, I guess. But I definitely feel like there's spring pool in this Z palette as well with the shades that I put in here. So anyways, that's all the palettes that I kind of was pulling out to try and figure out how I wanted to incorporate the shades that Gracie picked, which was yellow, blue, and purple. And I think this look came out really well. I love it so much. And for this, I used the Ice Cream palette, and the Aquarius palette to create this look. So that's all the palettes. Let me know. I mean, I looked through some other ones, but there wasn't really any other ones that kind of screamed spring to me like these ones did. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the palettes that I chose for spring vibes? And let me know if there's any palettes that you have that you think are really spring themed. And yeah, that's about it for tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. It really means a lot to me. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff as well as a lot of other things, we are going to be getting into the vlogging season for me, when me and Tish like to go out and do a lot of hiking adventures. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you know, makeup, vlogs, hauls, unboxings, whatever, we do it all here in different time frames, you know. So if that's something that interests you and you're not subscribed, we would love to have you join Nene's Glam Squad, become a part of the family. It would really mean a lot to me. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button. It's completely and totally free. Make sure you turn that notification bell up to all. That way, hopefully YouTube will send out a notification and let you know that I made an upload. And if it's something you're interested in, hopefully you'll come over and see me. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below. Say hi. Let me know that you stopped by. And I hope you all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Take care, stay safe, and I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.